Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to the second episode of my first blind let's play on this channel. The game is Endzone A World Apart and we are in for another exciting learning experience about all the gameplay mechanics, resources and population management this game has to offer. So right now I have paused the game just trying to think about what am I to do now. Considering the fact that I cannot get the water from any of these lakes anymore, I should find an alternative source of water. Now, how is it B for building? Indeed. So, a well produces water slowly and even during a drought. Okay, so that seems like a good idea. Rainwater collector, well, since it is a drought, there's no point in getting this. And there really is no other option, so I have to build a well. So, let's see, construction cost is junk and just time, so that should be buildable. And let's see, where do we build? I'm guessing you can build a well anywhere. It doesn't seem to say that. I just cannot build them close together, so they lose efficiency. Alright, so since I already have this cistern here, how about I build a well here as well? I'll build it next to these homes, and we'll see how this turns out. Hopefully a well, at least this one, or maybe two wells. Maybe that would work out better. For example, this well here, and another one over here. Is there radiation here? Actually, that might be a problem. So terrestrial radiation. I think there used to be some radiation here, so well, here should be okay, and there used to be radiation going through here, so it might not be a good idea to make a well here. It might contaminate the water, even though it's a drought and radiation seems to be non-existent currently. It's like over here a little bit and over here, but I think it's gonna come back with the water, so it seems that in this game both radiation and water go hand in hand. And so, if I remember correctly, there was radiation, like I said, here and here. So let's say I make another well away from that one. Oh, you see, it says well efficiency 80%. Now it's 100. If I keep it well enough from the other one. Okay, so let's... yeah, but I won't have a cistern close by. So collects and stores water. Requires a jetty, a well, or a rainwater collector. Well, if I get another one of these droughts, I'll probably need another one of these as well. I'm just going to let them finish the well and I'll speed up the time to get this done faster. And then once that is done, I'll have to find somebody to work there, although I have no builders and no settlers free for this. Okay, that is a problem. Let's say I reduce the foresters since I have a lot of wood, and let's say I reduce the let's say no, scrap collection is already down, but I don't need scrap at the moment, so let's go with builders. 3 builders to get a well going as soon as possible, and then possibly settlers with no protective clothing. Okay, these children probably grew up and don't have any clothing, so many of our settlers are forced to move across this wasteland unprotected. Should boost our production of protective clothing. So I can decline, or let's do it. Let's do it. This looks like some sort of a mission quest or something. Okay, a task actually. Okay, so a tailor shop, and if I click here, it's going to reward me with activated carbon masks. Okay, and yeah, I can see them here. Clothing on this person, for example, is almost down to 0. It's at 4%, 3%. So definitely need a tailor shop that makes protective clothing against radiation, and that requires clothing, which I haven't actually have enough of. Cloth. Not clothing, cloth. So I'll have to have these recyclers, instead of doing plastic, to do more cloth, and instead of doing metal, which I already have plenty of, I think I'll switch over to clothing as well to get this done sooner. So it is going to reduce the attractiveness wherever I place it, and I need it soon because, oh wow, 6 settlers now with no protective clothing. This seems like something I should have done along with the workshop, so I'm already late. And they're probably going to lose health because of this, although there's no really radiation at the moment anywhere, as you can see through this overlay. But to get back to my original point, which was water production, well is now built, and I should have some free folks to work here. Well keepers, so only 1. Okay, hopefully this is going to do something and help us with the water situation, which is already getting quite low, down from 1000 plus to just 770. And I do have 3 free builders at the moment. I don't really need more scrap, but I do need more of this cloth, which the recyclers should take care of. And like I said, I do need that extra well, because I won't be able to produce any water from... Wait, do I still have water carriers even though there is no way? And fishermen? Okay, that was such a bad call. I should have actually transferred them over to gatherers, because why am I having fishermen if there's no fish and water? That was stupid. I wasted a lot of time that I could have spent getting more food, but it's good that I noticed this at least now. Okay, so another thing that I could do is use one of these for the scrap collector, one additional builder, leave some settlers free to become the ones who are going to be... Okay, and connect it to... Wait, do I need... Yeah, I actually... Do I need people here? Water carries from... Oh, okay, actually I do need water carriers. So they... Yeah, the jetty is not a place which has workers. The cistern is. So the cistern is a place where the water carrier works by taking the water from the well, taking it to the cistern, and then making it available for the settlers. Yeah, it's taking me a while to get familiar with all these systems. So you see, lakes are on. Okay, the drought has passed. Actually, I thought this was going to last far longer. Okay, we are back. We have water. We probably are going to have some fish here. This... Okay, wow. I thought I was going to be in a real problem, but actually this lasted far shorter than I thought it would. Looks like it lasted for only a single season, so it was kind of a short drought. And I guess I can prioritize now on different things. Okay, so I'll put back... Okay, I didn't even turn it on because I saw the lake was back. It's kind of odd that I didn't notice. I was thinking so much about the systems underlying the water production that I kind of didn't even notice that the lakes were back. But this is excellent, so the drought is over. And I should take a look at the radiation now. Is the radiation back now? No, it's still gone. And this is one part of this game which really takes a while to figure out how the radiation and water is connected, but I'll keep using these overlays and see how that works out. But in any event, I can see that gatherers are, for some reason... What's going on here? Need berries, mushrooms, or roots. Wait, did you pick everything from here? It kind of seems so. Wait, so food? Gatherer's cabin. If I were to place it here, no food? Wait, what? There used to be lots of these places for food. This is strange. What happened to the root? Wait, maybe it has something to do with the season? Maybe it's a season when there are no bushes? In any event, I think I have to go back from the gatherers over to the fishermen. And considering the gatherer cabin is no longer functioning and I need more sources of food, let's see what else can we do. Can we, like... Let's see, is it going to be raining a lot? Yeah, so let's go with cultivating fields finally. Maybe an orchard or a field? Cultivating provides food for farming crops. Although a field can be created without construction costs, it needs time to grow crops, and an orchard provides food like fruits and nuts. Okay, let's go with both a little bit. So, for example, let's see, where do we put this? Does this have a negative effect on homes? No, it doesn't seem to. Alright, so let's go, for example, here. 6 by 11. And let's go with an orchard right next to that. Let's say 6 by 11. And see how this goes. So it needs a workforce, let's say 1. And to choose a seed, what do we have? Zucchini or a potato. Let's go with a potato. Okay. And over here, didn't I choose? Oh, okay, I have to click here. So now it's potato. And over here at the orchard, oh, I have to wait for the building area to be clean. Maybe I could have just built it somewhere else where there weren't any trees in its way. Let's say 6 by 10 here. Choose a seed, and this is a pecans. Not sure how do you pronounce this. I remember this being a seed in Banished as well. Alright, so this needs some workforce as well. I'm not sure how many do I need per field. There is probably something that would show you this, but I haven't really figured it out yet. I guess I'll leave it at one person working here, and then I'll see later if it needs more than one. But let's see, so that would be food. As for this, we should be okay. Actually, I should probably get more workforce on the water carriers to get more water. So let's take a look at this once more. I have 2 water carriers because I have a jetty and a well, and 2 of them should be able to get a good amount of water from here. But let's say we go to 3. I do have 2 builders which are now not doing anything because I have no building projects, and 1 building project that I need to have actually that's why I should get those builders back, is to get the stellar shop, for which now I should have all the necessary resources. Now, like I said, this reduces the attractiveness of an area, so we should try and put this somewhere away from the rest of the residential buildings, the homes, the huts, the houses. How was it that they're named? The cabins, actually. Alright, this one is at -16 local attractiveness because a lot of these buildings here, using this overlay I can see that a lot of these buildings here reduce its attractiveness level, and I could probably bring this down and rebuild it over here, but I kind of want a place where people who work here to have a home close by. It should be interesting to see where David and Alexandra work. So this guy is a technician. That should mean he works at the workshop, if I am not mistaken. Indeed, or not. Wait, so yeah, I can have 2 technicians at the workshop. And David is a scrap collector, which makes sense, and he works at the scrapyard. So yeah, they do choose a home that's close to their job, which makes sense. And Luna is a technician as well. Gaspard is a builder, and over here we have a refiner and a refiner who work at the recycler. So yeah, they do follow the rule of choosing a home that's close to their place of work. What is reducing the attractiveness of this? Probably the workshop, although it doesn't appear it should do that. Interesting. Maybe the orchards don't do this. Gatherer's cabin, maybe? No, I don't think it does that. Let's see, food, gatherer's cabin. No, it doesn't reduce the attractiveness, so it's probably the workshop, even though it seems like it shouldn't be doing that. But let's go back to the point at hand. The tailor shop is going to require some time to be built. I could probably speed that up with builders. No, I don't think so. It says 2 out of 2, and this place says 2 out of 2, so that's the amount of builders necessary for a tailor's shop to be built. So the orchard is now planted at 100%, and it's already creating some yield. It's at 5 out of 200, while over here potatoes are at 11 out of 400 at only 67% planting. So this is going slow, much more slowly, and it's probably a bit smaller. So this one is only slightly bigger, but it took far longer to plant, but it has much higher yield. So I should probably have more of them working on cultivating this field with the potatoes rather than the pecan, however it is pronounced. You can tell me in the comment section how this is actually pronounced. And there is no terrestrial radiation, so yeah, you need to keep away the radiation from the fields, which makes sense. Food and radiation don't go together. Is this going to be built soon? I should probably speed up the time to get this built faster. And as I was looking over here, soil moisture needs to be probably high for these fields to work. So wet. Alright, so this area here is wet, so that's good. This is dried out, so it's practically interesting to see how the well is going to function with a dried out area. Although everything changes, and that's one of the most interesting things about this game, how the weather influences not only the radiation but also the soil moisture. And it's really fascinating to watch this overlay changing. It's not something I have seen in many games, maybe even this is the first time, I'm not sure, but it's kind of fascinating to see how the weather effects change how everything functions, and this does influence the game mechanics. And as you saw, I was unable to use the gatherer's cabin, which I seem to be able to use once more. So it has to do something with the season, although where is something that would tell me which season it is? No, I don't see it. Interesting. Anyway, the tailor shop is finished. I can have somebody working here finally. Reduce the builders to 0, increase gatherers by 1, reduce the fisherman by 1, increase the gatherer by another 1, bring in a tailor, choose activated carbon masks, for example. So these require coal. Okay, I can't build those then. I can only do neck scarves. I do not have any coal, which is something that I'm going to have to get by using a charcoal kiln. But that will require even more of these workers and settlers, which I'm not really having that many. Although some children will become adults soon, so I will have more settlers to work with. But currently I don't have enough even for the forester and all the other professions. So let's see, I do need the cloth to be able to make those scarves, and I have one person working there. I think one child just grew up, that's good. And in order to get more of them, I am going to have to build more homes. To build more homes, I'm going to need some builders. So let's build some more cabins. So that should be housing, cabins. And as far as I can see, I have a lot of jobs over here. So I should probably build more cabins over here and probably one more over here. Although I want to leave this spot here empty, let's try building a cabin here, like next door. So that should help with these homeless ones. Oh, I have an unhappy settler. Okay, how do I find that person? Okay, he's not unhappy anymore. Interesting. So this is now at 100% planted. Food is going up, and over here we have crop yield going up as well, although this one is going much faster, even though it took longer to plant. The cultivated fields and orchards do seem to function quite differently, and I am going to try and learn how exactly to best use these. I mean, this one probably takes longer because it's an orchard, it's a tree, it has to grow for several seasons, while this probably can grow in a single season. So it makes sense that it would have more yield across the same time frame as this, and it would grow faster. You could like pick it several times compared to an orchard. So it's probably something alongside those lines. Now I am currently still in the soil moisture overlay. I should probably go back to the radiation to see. So I'm really good when it comes to radiation, no problems at the moment. And I should check out the scrapyard. Yeah, there's still a lot of scrap to be picked up over here. The Forester's Lodge, I haven't really been using it, and I have reduced the amount of wood I have, and I do have some new adults that I can use as foresters now. And like I said, I need more tailors, and to build the activated carbon masks, I need the actual... Are these cabins finished? Yeah, they are, and now I need even more. Alright. I think I'm soon going to have a population explosion, and I should better make sure I have enough water and food for all of them. I do have good tools for them, so that's good. And I think I need to get some metal back, not just do cloth. Okay, I see a bottleneck starting to happen here. So you see, you need scrap, and then you need to recycle that scrap into clothing, metal, plastic, electronics not so far, but coal. Oh, actually no, coal you get from wood. So yeah, the cloth, the metal, and the plastic, and you need all of these to actually build other stuff. So I'm probably going to need to increase my scrap production and the number of recyclers so that I have enough of all the stuff that I need to actually be able to support this economy. So I'm probably going to have to build another recycler. Now, I'm not sure how to manage these professions right now because I need a lot more than I have the people for. Or maybe I missed some step along the way. In any event, I'll be doing neck scarves for the moment, and then I'll go to this once I actually have the coal. So the coal is at resources probably, charcoal kiln, here it is, from wood. It makes a horrible attractiveness level around it, so I should probably push it over here somewhere, as far as possible from the rest. I could even build it over here, considering it's an empty plot of land where that building used to be. The scrapyard definitely took away everything from that building, and the building is gone now. So the food variety definitely went up. Now I'm at 5 rich food, because I not only have the gatherer's cabin working, I have the fishing hut, and I have an orchard and a cultivated field for potatoes. And I think this went down to almost 0, meaning that a lot of food was transferred over to my bus rack, which is probably the place where I have all these resources stockpiled. And the orchard, I think, also No orchard has yet to reach its maximum, meaning that it hasn't yet been harvested, but this was harvested and I have a lot more food now. So that's good. Homeless settlers again, even though I keep building more housing. Yeah, I'm definitely experiencing a population boom, and it might end up oncoming drought. Yeah, there it is. So it lasts between season 16 and 17, meaning one full season. So the cistern is almost full now, and I could build probably this rainwater collector to even increase the amount of water I can get. Although it says water tank fill level 1941 out of 2000, and yet it said production limit 2000 out of 90,000. It probably means that I need to upgrade this to be able to have more water. Or no, upgrade to a water tower. A water tower collects and stores water. It can also use coal to refine radiation out of the water. Okay, but it doesn't seem to increase the capacity. So how do I increase the capacity of water collection? Well, considering that I was able to go through a single season drought with just like 1,000 water, and now I have 2,000, although I have higher population, I should be able to be okay with this much water. Now let's see, I have an unhappy settler again. Oh, here he is. So the thing is that this young adult has no home, has tools, has no protective clothing, has no education, and no workplace. That would make me unhappy as well. So that would make total sense that he would be unhappy. Meaning that I really need to step up the next scarf production, I need to step up building new homes, and I need to give this person a job. Currently 4 settlers are without jobs. I'll increase the builders. I'm going to increase the charcoal burners up to 2. I'll increase the foresters to 2. And who else is building? Actually, what else am I building? No, I actually think... Oh, yeah, the charcoal kiln. So why is it allowing me... Yeah, in this game you can actually send somebody to work in a place that hasn't even been built yet. And I'm wondering, do they help in the building then? Or do they just get reserved for the building? In any event, the building is now done, finished. So these 2 workers should start making coal from this wood, and the forester's lodge should do its work and get all the necessary wood. So now I'll be spending wood both for the coal and for construction projects. I do have a lot of scrap. I could probably use this person on something else, like, let's say, an extra farmer maybe over here to help increase the production from the orchard, or a fisherman. Although I do have over 1,200 food, but then again I do have triple the population I used to have. So let's say, what would I need the most at the moment? Food, water, I seem to be okay. Wood, indeed, but I already placed 2 foresters to work here, so I think I should be okay with that. Ah, right, I need more recyclers. So that's in resources, recyclers, and put another recycler over here. So one is producing cloth, one is producing metal. Metal is needed for the tools, cloth is needed for the tailor shops, and then I'm going to need to start building the activated carbon masks once I actually have some coal. But to place coal somewhere close by for this building to use it, there should be something that could allow me to stockpile resources. Let's see if we can find something like that. Maybe logistics, roads. Yeah, I haven't played with roads so far. So a simple road that enables settlers to make faster progress. That's cool. Payment. Oh, okay, this requires research. Temporary storeroom. Makeshift site for storing different resources that offer little capacity. This building cannot be used to collect any water. I think this is precisely what I needed. Although, what? 36 wood and 52 junk? That's kinda expensive for a temporary storeroom. I'm not even sure is it this worthwhile then. But okay, I'll build it anyway. I'm probably going to need this at some point built here, because of all the professions, the wood, the coal, the junk and scrap and everything else. So this is probably a good place for a temporary storeroom. And the cultivated fields are also close by, so they could store their food here. So that will require builders. I do have 2 of them, and 2 settlers are without jobs. I I guess put one more. No, I am not going to do anything on scrap collection. I am going to need another refiner, that's true. Another builder to have 3 builders. Oh, I need definitely more homes. So more housing, cabins. Let's see, where do I need more cabins? Over here I have a few workers and I have like 3 or 4 cabins. And over here I have lots more workers, so I'm guessing more cabins are over here to be built. Maybe like this. But there won't be any room to go through here later. Or will there be room? There is actually a path here to take. Could probably build a road here just to mark this area. So where was that? Logistics? Dirt road going through here and then going through here and then coming over to here. Yeah. I'll add more roads later, but currently I need more homes. So lots of builders, and I need this temporary storeroom and recycler, so a lot of stuff to be built. And so the food is good. I have some plastic stored up, I have some metal, some good lot. I do have tools for everybody. I do have lots of scrap. The wood is kinda getting lower, but with now 2 or 3 foresters, this should go up. Coal, I should start producing this soon. I have a good amount of water, good amount of food. I have a lot of kids and a lot of adults. So I would say I'm in an okay situation. The unhappy settlers should become happy as soon as I give them homes. So that is something that I'm gonna be working towards to make more housing and more cabins. Let's say one more over here like this, back to back. And let's say one more over here. I'm trying to leave some room here because I saw some buildings that could be cool to build, like this trading post. Traders arrive at the trade post to barter for goods, and a market, a central building where assigned logisticians amass all the resources from the surrounding area to make them available to settlers. And settlers can visit the market to increase their confidence. Confidence is what exactly? Confidence is a stat which I should... Oh right, here it is. So positive effects, and market is probably one of these. Maybe this one. Visit the building to socialize, to amuse themselves. Ooh, this is so far away. Education, right, I need education. How do I get that task? Community, cemetery, forum, pub, school, here it is. Is it expensive to build? No, not too much. Okay, I definitely need a school. It doesn't seem to reduce the attractiveness of an area, so let's say we build one over here, like so. Although this storeroom is not done yet, the charcoal kiln is, the new recycler is. Okay, I should... I don't need that much cloth. I think I'm gonna go with metal. So 2 of them producing metal, 1 producing cloth should be fine. Because I do need tools more than I need new clothing. And more settlers now have protected clothing, meaning that the tailor shop has done its job. Although I think the food is going down a bit, I may need a new source of food. Let's see, settler without a job. I have plenty of builders. I could probably get a scrap collector or 2, considering that now I have much lower scrap than I used to because I've built a lot of buildings. And I think we are okay. Now we have some coal as well, and now considering that I have coal, I can go with the activated carbon masks. I think I will even reduce the number of people working at the charcoal burner to see if one can handle enough coal for the tailor shop. The amount of builders is now at 5. I do have farmer slots which I could use. I could do a maximum of 8 for just 2 small fields. That's interesting. I could do more gatherers, considering the season seems to still be active. So I could get more food like that. I could even get another fisherman. The food does seem to have gone down. I should probably increase the fisherman to 4, gatherer to 3 or 4 if I can. And that should be okay. I am gonna be collecting more scrap now, but this area is almost completely cleaned up. Okay, so why am I still having this notification? Stockpile water and food to survive. Yeah, the drought is upon me. And I hope I have stockpiled enough. So let's see, for the workforce I need some teachers. What does it say? Educational training focus. So productivity, handling tools, handling clothing, or badges. badges, meaning they get awarded for accomplishments. But I have yet to learn that. Okay, so I got reward 5 carbon masks because everybody in my little place and colony has these face masks of some sort protecting them. So that's cool. So let's see, I'm currently by default using productivity. The better settlers are trained in productivity, the more efficiently they perform their work in different professions. So this sounds like a good thing to start with, and I'm going to keep it at this for now at least. As far as I can see, I have more free settlers, so I'll use them to gather more food from the gatherer. No, that actually doesn't work anymore, so I'm going to reduce that down to just 1 because I see that some food here is still present, so I'll leave 1. The drought has already started, so no more fishing. That's 100%. And let's say I need another well to get some water. No, it doesn't seem that the well works during a drought. No, but it says production efficiency 100%. Wait, what's going on here? Maya. Our settlers believe that their basic supply is safeguarded. They think the time has come to do something for culture and our quality of life. After all, we want to live and not merely survive. Okay, what does this mean? Metal tools, radiation suits, decorations, and rewards me with 100% of your settlers' age child. Wait, what? 100% of your settlers' aged child, very old adults receive a positive effect on their confidence. I have no idea what this means. But we will learn together in the next episode. Thank you all for watching and stay tuned for more.